We'll now look at JETCR partner countries in Asia, Mongolia, Indonesia, and Thailand. And we will listen to their experience they made, and because they're all very, very different as well. And first of all, we will start with Indonesia. And Indonesia has committed to achieving net zero emissions by 2060 or sooner through various efforts, including coal phase down. But the thing is, coal is not only the main source of electricity in the country, and it's also the highest contributor for regional GDP in coal regions, such as East Kalimantan and South Sumatra. But Indonesia is transforming its economy to a more green and sustainable energy business. But we have here today Mr. Dedi Rustandi from the Ministry of National Development Planning, which is called Bappenas. So we will from now on call it Bappenas, which is the correct abbreviation. And he has over 20 years of experience in the energy sector, including mining. He's currently serving as a coordinator for the renewable energy and energy conservation sector in the Directorate of Energy, Mining and Mining Resources at the Ministry of National Development Planning, Bappenas. In Bappenas, among others, he has spearheaded and coordinated multiple initiatives to accelerate geothermal development in Indonesia, and I think he will also go a bit more in depth about that. So please all welcome Mr. Dedi Rustandi to the stage. Perfect. Welcome. Here's the hooks. Yeah, just on the green one. Okay.
Perfect. Max for the introduction. So I'm here with another college from government. Here there is Pak Bagus. He is assistant of deputy for mining. So he deal daily basis and weekly basis about anything problem about with mining, coal and also mineral. And there is Pak Hari and also Pak Gatot. Pak Hari is from local regional development planning, and also Pak Gatot. Pak Gatot is from East Kalimantan. Pak Hari is from South Sumatra. So the area is the most area that has largest coal reserve in Indonesia. So okay, let's get started. So before I present the not best practice. I mean it's about our experience, yeah, about the transformation. So I will deliver about the framework of energy transition in our law. Actually, there is no, until now, there is no law discuss directly about the energy transition. But now we are finalizing about the energy transition in long-term planning. The document is still built. The position is in Parliament now, and I think in next couple months there is a discussion between government and also Parliament to establish the law. And as you see that economic transformation is a must, along with social transformation, also governance. But we have to highlight that the transformation can be done if we achieve the transformation foundation. That is about the resilience of energy, one of them, and also the law and stability. So that's why we have to balance about the energy transition without disturbance of our energy security. That's the key point for our policy. So here is coal is as Max said, that is not only important for electricity. Electricity is 40,000 megawatt from maybe 60 from our overall capacity, but also the coal is one of the main revenue. In 2022, the contribution for revenue is about 12 billion something. Correct me if I'm wrong, ya, Pak Bagus, ya. So it's half of, ZP commitment. So that's why maybe this is the significant contribution from coal. And among them, there is contribution, direct contribution to local community, about 70 million US dollar. And the coal permit from 2022, the clear and clean is around 900. And beside of the legal coal mining, there is a lot of illegal activity actually. So that is our homework actually in next couple months. And as you see, there is the main area is Sumatra and also Kalimantan. And the red one is the area that IKIJET focus area in next maybe 3 or 4 years in our cooperation with German. And we have 4% of global resource with reserve is about 35 billion. And from our estimation, geological agency estimation, the reserve is about 60 years period until if there is no exploration. This is the framework of good mining practice in Indonesia. There are three key requirements for a coal company. First is community development, how to plan and formulate. I think in the process there is intensive discussion with local community, local government, and also another stakeholder in a local area. And secondly is conduct 100% of reclamation and post-mining plan. And it's supervised in centrally for coal and mineral mining. And last is develop plans and environmental management. Of course, this will coordinate intensively with Ministry of Environment and also local government. So this is the best, this is one of the best example for us. Among other examples, first is Kaltim Prima Coal. Kaltim Prima Coal is a coal company. It was awarded contract of mining in 1980, the first generation, and at the time, geopolitical situation related to oil, I think, is very tension. So that our government at the time try make a transformation. Actually, this is an energy transition from oil to coal. Because of that, yeah, we have succeed. In 1990, the mining has been started, and the company produced around 75 million. Is about 8% or something 9% from national production. So it's huge production, and they have several various program in a local community. First is infrastructure development, and the program focused in certain area like integrated water management and waste bank. And another thing is they are trying to start and promoting economic diversification program focused on agriculture and also farmer. Yeah. And because of that, they are trying to make many capacity building and agriculture training, and they promote a local procurement. So the goods and services, they are trying to mainstream or to promote the local provider or local services. So the value added is not is still there, is still in a local community. So we have until now they have succeeded to train about 300 farmers, and also supporting 50 small medium enterprise in startup and also and other, and supply 78% of the needs from the local community. The amount is about 1 million. US dollar. So the second example is about PTBA. PTBA is a state-owned company. They are operating currently is in South Sumatra, but previously they operated also in West Sumatra, and this mining actually has a long story since Dutch colonial era from end of 19th century. So very long journey, and in 2000s something there is a decline of reserve. I mean the reserve is there, but the profitable reserve I think is limited. So the company started to make mine closure. And today, Sawalanto in 2001, the local government has anticipated the decline of reserve by enacted local government regulation. And they changed the vision and to not rely about economy from coal mining, but also diverse to and transform to cultural mining-based tourism. And in 2018, Sawalunto is established as a national geopark. The program involves not only Bappenas, MMR, and also coordinating ministry. So we support all of them. We know that in early step, there is a huge challenge how to invite the tourism. And MMR at the time, 2004 or 2005, established a center of education. So the ministry is like make several courses and promote to local government to invite the student to that area. I think that that is the key point, how to support not only by money, gitu ya, not only by support funding, but how to promote with the policy and the program. And after that, Sawalunto in 2019 has been listed by UNESCO as a World Heritage, and this is because of continuous support of PTBA Ombilin. PTBA Ombilin, even they have closed mining, but they have an activity to ensure that the transition is running well. And I think the crucial point is continuous support from not only the company and also the government, but also the local community, and strong commitment from local government. That is the kind. So this figure can show that there is an effect of our program from 2003 when the mine close started. The tourist visitor is only about 14,000 something. And after that, after the program of Center of Excellence from Minister of Energy, and we try to invite and to it's like what we call not real to promote the visitation. The program has succeeded to increase the visitor is about 800,000. So it's a huge successful. And regarding the poverty rate, as you can see that there is a significant decline from 5% after mine closure, after being left by several population. The program has reduced the poverty from 5 to something 2%. But there is a homework after COVID-19. as tourism industry has been affected by COVID, there is a decline actually about something 100 or 200, and it's our homework to how to transform, to retransform and re-promote also again the Sawalunto area. So this is some geological, biodiversity, and cultural sites that has been identified by a management body of local government, and together with us in central government, we are trying to make some proposal maybe into UNESCO to enhance or to increase the status level of geopark, not only national but also geological international global geopark UNESCO. So there is several thema. We are trying to strengthen the positioning, the branding, and also the differentiation. We are now in West Sumatra. There is Padang and also Bukit Tinggi with another theme. So we have to explore which theme that we have to increase for tourism development. So this is the challenge of opportunities based on our experience. First is time consuming, of course, with participation and engagement. Of course, there is time consuming always, but I think it's not problem. That's the reality. And second is high paid employer, and also more procedural for repurposing of mining land. Maybe we have to coordinate between other Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Environment, and also maybe a Ministry of Coordinator. And next is a limitation of alternative economic activity. I think there are a lot of alternative like Sawalunto example, but maybe because of lack of information or maybe lack of risk about the new business, maybe it's like dangerous measure. But actually we have to promote in local area. And next is higher production costs for some companies, usually for a small company. So there is potential that the company will adhere to some standards that has to be conducted. And about opportunities, of course, renewable energy is another opportunity for replacement, but sometimes not all of coal can be replaced. Because as you know, maybe geothermal, for example, usually commonly the typical unit is only 50 to 100, but when geothermal has to replace coal with maybe a typical unit is 300 or 500 is more challenging. But there is opportunity in solar power and biomass as a single generator, or maybe co-firing with coal-fired power plant. So there is 4 key enablers actually. First, local champion, like regional government, or maybe a society, what we call society, and also maybe the NGO. And strong company commitment, and also we have to explore alternative economy with highest multiplier effect. For example, maybe the tourism in Sawalunto is not very big contribution, but its sector has highest multiplier effect that become promote another sector like industry or something agriculture that has big contribution now. And the last is successful mine closure needs full participation. Yeah, of course, this is time consuming, but I think we have enough time to do that because I think we still need coal as energy, I think, yeah. But and best as economic sector, I think we have an opportunity to transport that. And for replacement, energy replacement, I think it's still another challenge, and technical and also financial, but we have to do that. That's all, maybe, from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for showing. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Dedi, for showing how difficult it is also to promote these economic developments in regions that are heavily dependent on coal. Next up, we have Thailand, and the Ma Mo mine in northern Thailand is the country's sole operational mining facility. But in the past, there were efforts to build new coal power plants in other parts of the country, notably in the region of Krabi in southern Thailand. And these plans were faced with severe opposition by civil society and the social movement against the building of these coal power plants in Krabi were successful in the end. So it's a very interesting tale. We'll be hearing from Dr. Suparchoek Wangmanaopituk, who currently works as a researcher as SDG Move in Thailand. It's a research center at the Faculty of Economics at Thammasat University. And SDG Move provides a lot of services surrounding the SDGs, from consulting to research to knowledge communication and sustainable development. And at the moment, they are actually setting up a jet think tank in Thailand. Perfect, yeah, very cool. And Dr. Suparchoek is going to show us today in his case study, Krabi Coal-Fired Power Station Project in Thailand. Welcome.
Thank you for my introductions. So, hello everyone. Thank you for this great opportunity for me to represent the case studies in Thailand some years ago. That's really, this case study is about that successful for the group of the people try to prevent to reconstructions a coal power plant in Thailand, in southern parts of Thailand. For the first questions, I want to ask all of you, anyone of you have been in Thailand before? No, not yet. You should it. Okay. If not, I recommend you that you should go to Thailand sometime, maybe after Chile. Why not, right? First, I just would like to introduce Krabi. Krabi is just here. In the left dot here is Krabi. It's a small city, southern part of Thailand. And in southern Thailand, they have 14 provinces, okay? And it's the most famous world, I think we can call that it's world famous for the tourist destinations among other cities in Thailand, okay? And only these small cities, last year they generate income only 300 million euros, and ranked as number 4, the city that can generate income for Thai people. It has about 500,000 people in total, allows 70 million Thai people. It's a really very important role here. You can see the pictures, really nice, clear waters. So you can, it's happened in some movie also. If you have seen already, The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, okay? And so the story about the Krabi power plant is going back to, I think it's around 1964, that Krabi has the original, the power plant that generates electricity from the lignite, okay? They have their own mine, and then they create the electricity to support the southern regions part, and it have capacity only 60 megawatt, and it's operated from 1964 until 1995, only 30 years altogether, until the 9 degrees and also the commitment of the term of the machineries. But after that, 2 years later, the government has predicted that they might have some economic growth, so they want just explanations of the electricity. They just expand that the decommissioned power plants and convert it into the plant that can use the natural gas and also the palm oil in order to help also the local people that they can sell the palm oil to these power plants to try to stabilize the price to help the people there. But this new power plants, it say that news is start from 1997, and it's used as for reserve power plant only, and we not operate on. It's kind of they will generate electricity when they get order from the governments, it has the capacity about the 340s. Okay, and so the problem occurs in 2000s and 2013 when EGAT is the Electricity Generative Authority of Thailand, is the state-owned enterprise and has the main responsibility for electrical generations and the transmission, as also they play as a monopoly role to sell the electricity for the Thai peoples. And here the problem occurs that there are the committee that predict that in the futures there will have more need for the electricity in the southern part of Thailand. So they make a plan to reconstruct that they already have the 340 megawatt that they use the palm oil, right, as the reserve, the power plants. They want to make the coal power plant just get it back again and increase the capacity to 840 megawatt. Okay, and so of course what happened, the people in that area, they already suffered some coal problems long time ago, right, when they have the first lignite power plants. But this time they increased to 840s, and we don't have any more coal inside the country in that area, Krabi. It means that all the coal will come from other countries. Mainly, I think, come from Indonesia. But sorry, Indonesia, you lose the customers. Okay? So, basically, for the two parties that they have divide here, you can see the regulatory actors is, of course, EGAT. We just say EGAT, right? The company that responds for the power electricity generation, and Ministry of Energy of Thailand, and also, of course, when we do the power plant in that area again, and it affects everything, including the tourism, because it's the main income for the Krabi. So it's related to the Ministry of the Tourism and Sport of Thailand as the pair of the other sides. And the other side is the local peoples together, they create a group. It's called Safe Andaman. Andaman is kind of the oceans on the near Krabi, okay? And Safe Andaman from the coal network, it consists of the several fishermen, fisher villages that live there, and the public health volunteer of Krabi. That means there have been issues about the health of the people a long time ago about this one. And also, of course, when they talk something about the coal, there are some other organizations that would like to support the coal fade out, that they come together to form a really big group, okay? And of course, they are using also with the help of the Greenpeace NGO Thailand, so they organized really strong group to protest these projects at that period. Okay, start from 2013. Okay, I will go shortly for the timeline, what happened during that day. And after announcement of that project here, of course, they are starting forming the big group. Okay, and later on, start from 2014, some of the owners of the business in that area, so they just try to start a little demonstrations, but they don't agree with this project. So the owners of some bar or some restaurant just put the sign on that place that they don't want no coal anymore in that area. Please don't make these projects, okay? And sometime in the May 2014, they also organized the running to protect the dugong, you know dugong, right? The animals that we can see in near that place in Krabi. Also, we create some running charities together. And also one thing, after that, there are Greenpeace also working with the academic researchers, okay? They create very concrete and also very effective the report. It's called Krabi at the cost load, dirty coal vs clean renewable energies. Even you can say that it's not dirty coal, it's the clean coal. But maybe you know, right? So they say they create this report, all right, to show. I think this report is about 70 pages. If you want to take a look, they are available online. You can go just type in Google Krabi at the cost load. You get the English versions. Of course, the good thing is here, they also put a lot of effort on this report. They create two versions. One is English versions, and also another one Thai version. So they try to both ways they create, after they have this report, they send the open letters to international organizations to raise some fund to help their projects. At the same time, they use the Thai versions in order to raise awareness the Thai peoples about how important for Krabi. It's not just the Krabi peoples, it's important for Thailand. So if we lose Krabi, right, why the people just visit Thailand, right? It's not just a little piece, we affect together all of the Thailand. And also the fishermen, if you know that to transfer the coal from Indonesia, they have to build also the port, right? And have to transfer inland. What happens if they know that at that area, the coal going to the waters? Who's going to eat the fish, right? So fishermen also form together, have the protest letters on here. Also continue from the 2014, there are several demonstrations from the local peoples that already have effect to about this project, both for the local owners of the hotels or everything, restaurant, also the tourist place, and also for the fishermen, of course. And there you can see we have the continuous demonstrations. And any time that they have the progress of the government that or ICAP that want to do any EHIA that they have to do some study about how effect to the health of the people there. They're gonna have some protest to against that advance. Okay, they just want to stop the progress of the projects. Until also here, that you can see here on the March 2015, they want to cancel about the review of the EIA, environmental impact assessment, together with the EHIA. And there you can see there are also several demonstrations continue into the 2015. They want to cancel that study, right? There were a lot of demonstrations in that period. But by the way, in Thailand, or by ICAT together with the Thai government, they just announced a new PDP power plant that they really would like to proceed in this project. Besides that, they claim that they do also EHIA, but maybe they just have really short time and they're not satisfied the local peoples. They just do really short time and not kind of getting everyone to do it. The thing that they are not completely honest to the people in that area. They say that it's safe, they have something that protects everything, everything is clean. But in the people in the Krabi, they have experience before, because as you know that they already had one lignite power plant long time ago, so they have really bad experience from the ICAT that what they're suffering, so they don't believe this government this time. So after they delete this PDP, the protest is getting harder. Start from 10 July 2015. Some of the leaders of the Safe Andaman Coal Network, they try to push stronger for the protest. So some of the leaders, they stop eating food for several days, stay hungry, right? You know that we tell the government, if you don't do some things, we stop eating for a while. Okay, but I don't know, maybe they eat later at 7-Eleven, and I'm not so sure. But by the way, they say that they stop eating for a while. Okay, and also in 19 November, I think they stopped, and then I remember there are some people in the government say that we reconsider it, please eat something before you die. Okay, and then I think it's the protest just disappear for now for a while, and then the government make the promise to them that we will do something. Okay, and in 19 November also there's the activities and academic area. They just make some result of the study about the human cost of coal powers. What happens to the coal inside the human bodies? Okay, it's very concrete. Also, the research report from the side of the healthies, and continue to the 2016 and about the January, they do the protest again at the Ministry of the Natural Resource and Environment in the Bangkok until the 5th February. Our prime ministers, that the previous prime minister, they just ordered to exhibit 4 committees composed of representatives from both government and public sector that they both sides agree together, try to reconsider about the EAA committees, and also to study hardly more about the alternative energy study, and also the public hearing committees and coordination committee together. Okay, we have the big four community that try to proceed on and see what's going to happen in these projects. And also, until 2017, here there are also the protests that the IGAD or the government tried to do the EAA and EHIA to continue. Don't listen much about the protests or still try to pass the projects. So they're also gathering more people until on the 20th, I think it's on 12th to 16 February, they have the big demonstration in front of UN. In front of UN. So the governments, that's why the government, by the Ministry of Energy, they agree to sign MOU that we might stop the EHIA and EAA for a while, and they want to create by using another method. It's called SEA, Strategic Environmental Assessments. I don't know that you have the experience about SEA. SEA is kind of the thing that for EHIA and EAA is based on only project only. You have the projects and you just try to prove that that project not affect to the health by this project and try to prevent that happens. But SEA is kind of the study that they have to find several strategies and try to find a lot of possibility that it's worse or not that you create this. There are some other way to do the similar outcomes by taking care of the environment, the peoples, and also the economy that tie together. It's very deep and also needs a lot of resources and needs a lot of the participation for the local peoples. And they hire some of the university to do this SEA assessments study. And also the July, for the researchers with the Greenpeace also create another concrete report that Krabi can be the city that using pure the renewable energies 100%. So it is also really, really nice report that is also effective about these fightings or these conflicts. Sorry, here. Oh, sorry, I put the wrong one. Okay. Until SEA that has been released, the SEA has about 700 pages. You can access online as well, but only in Thai SEA. So by the SEA, the government also IGAD that reconsiders because after July of 2018, that February 2018 that they start to do the SEA, we affect also COVID-19. Okay, that's why it takes some time until the government say, together with the report that in 28 June 2020, they will not reconstruct the coal power plant again in Krabi. Okay, because of the help of all the people here, together with the researchers, NGO together. Also have to thank also the Thai government as well, with the IGAD as well, that they are willing to go together, with help together, with listen the people voice, and they go deeply into with the evidence base that we have the really proof that it could be have other way, and also we can rely on the renewable energies for the futures. It's kind of the victory a little bit that's good victory for the Thai peoples and also for our environmental protections. And by this, we are kind of really successful for the core project. By the lesson learned here that we are doing right now, by using the study here, we are, because of the help of the civic society organizations, that we have strong organizations, and with the research institutions that we use the evidence-based studies and also deep to engage with the peoples and with the help of the non-profit organizations together, we could have the COVID out in Krabi really successfully right now. And also we have the sustainable and just local economic and community for the futures. And the Krabi case study, here we have the key factor that we have campaign movements, academic research, a social dialogue and stakeholders engagement is very necessary. Of course, the thing that we have to consider that we have to go to bottom-up approach, okay? And everything should come from don't just go create a project and go to put to the community and hope that they will accept it. So everything should create from the local peoples. And but by the group itself, when we approach for the people who have the power to make decisions, we should go with the decision with strategic solution to them, that they can choose what we're gonna certify in order to make both sides happy. It's all the thing that is the key factors for the successful project, that we can stop prevent Krabi from the cold. And moreover, right now here that we talk about the Krabi is really successful, but what we are going to do now to achieve more, in Thailand now we still have the big coal power plant at Memo. This time is nearly in the north of Thailand, okay? And the plant of the Memo here that we have the capacity now is about the 2,400 megawatt. And in about 4 years, we try to reduce half of the capacity. It's a lot of work, okay? And this EGAT here, the thing that they learn from how to deal with the civic societies, in the Krabi case, they can use how can we communications with the peoples, how can we receive the review, how can we participate them more. It's just not treat them as just for the information, give informations, and also get some comment for them. We need them to be the part of the project, need them to be the partner, need them to be the owners, in order to succeed that this is the plan for in Thailand. So I think it's not only Krabi that's successful. I hope that we will successful as the plan soon about this one, but by learning the thing from the past. And also, he is just diving for that the memo project that we are doing right now that can learn from the Krabi case is a community mindset that we should have the community that have the same, look at the same pictures, and also the social cohesions, okay? And all of this together, I hope that in nearly futures, Memo will be the same at Krabi, so we can get to co-fade out completely in Memo so far. And as you know that not just not left something behind for the just transitions, and we should go forward together. Thank you very much for.
Thank you, Suparchoek. Thank you very much for showing this, that these long persevering protests actually were successful in the end. It's very, very good to see and very interesting. And also I think we are slowly transforming into a tourism forum here today. And we also have one more country to visit actually, which is Mongolia now. And in Mongolia, we are going to look at a very small town near Ulaanbaatar. It's called Nalaik, and it's in the southeast of the Mongolian capital. And it was home to the very first coal mine in the country. And after a fatal methane explosion in 1990, the mine was closed rapidly without a structured plan for the mine closure. And today, all mining, informal as well as formal, has stopped in the region, which is supplied with electricity from a remaining coal power plant. Private investors are now driving the acceleration towards renewable energies, and it's very interesting to see Mr. Tuvshintugs Munkhajargal. He's going to present in his case study from his perspective, because he's the founder and CEO of Invictus, which was founded last year. It's the first company in Mongolia to specialize in the equipment supply of renewable energy and also in the mediation in renewable energy project financing. Welcome on stage for your presentation about Nalaik in Mongolia. The green one is.
My name is Tuvshin. It's very nice to meet you and for the opportunity to present our case in this event. I'll be talking about a private company which chose green renewable energy for their industrial park. So let me give you some background information about Mongolia's energy sector. Mongolia is a small country with a 3 million population, sandwiched between Russia and China, and very much dependent on its neighbors. And the current capacity of the energy sector is 1.5 thousand megawatts, out of which 80% is supplied from coal thermal power plants, and around 17% is from the renewables, and the remaining 0.5% is diesel generators for the remote gold mines. And as you can see below the structure, there is a electricity source, structure of the electricity source. Around 20% of the electricity is imported from Russia or China. In the southern region, for mostly mining projects, it's from China, and northern region, it's from Russia. And as you can see on the left, the Mongolia's energy sector has been making loss at least for like 13 years. This year, we already accumulated 121 billion tugriks in a loss, mainly due to the artificially low price of the energy. Government is not allowing the energy sector players to increase the price. So as you can see on the above graphic, the production cost is 243 as of now, tugriks per kilowatt as of now, but the price for it is like 215 tugriks. So the energy sector is at loss, and it has already reached its limit. And I'll be talking about the MAC. It's one of the top corporations in Mongolia, which has operations in several different sectors: mining, logistics, and building construction, etc. And MAC decided to establish an industrial park in Nalakh region. Nalakh region is the just energy transition region chosen in Mongolia, and they have already established an industrial park in a 90-hectare area with the 500 employees already, and there is 3 different factories operating as of now: the building block, and the Euro window and door factory, and the air duct factory. And actually they are planning many more factories to be established within this industrial park. The main reason choosing Nalakh, this area for the industrial park, is it's close to the main logistical routes, and it's close to the capital city also. And I would like to talk about the government's effort too, because besides, in parallel with the private industrial park in Nalakh, government has also decided to establish an industrial park in Nalakh area. The decision has been made already in 2014, but until now there is no any development compared to this Max industrial park. Here you can see the area of the Max industrial park. On the right side, you can see the solar power plant, which is planned for the industrial park. And on the left, the total area of the industrial park and locations of the existing factories. So what made MAC to choose renewable energy for the industrial park? Because Mongolia's energy sector already reached its limit. It cannot supply the private companies with the necessary electricity. So even the MAC requested the distribution network to increase their supply for the electricity for the industrial park. They got a response that it's impossible, and they cannot increase their capacity and supply the industrial park with the additional energy. So MAC was forced to look for another sources for the electricity to supply their expansion, and the obvious choice was the solar power plant. And as you can see here, the key drivers, the internal key driver was the rapidly increasing energy demand, and the company is also redefined its mission to become a green and sustainable corporation. And the outside factors were the Mongolia's energy system already reached its limits, and it cannot supply the economic players with the additional source of energy. And because it already reached its limit, the power supply is very unreliable. For example, the Max industrial park sometimes experiences like 1 to 2 days of power cutoff. So they have to make sure that that doesn't happen in the future. And also, government has approved a new regulation which enabled the on-grid system. So the private companies can install renewable energy source and supply the surplus energy to the grid, and then deduct the supply from their usage. And also, government decided to increase the electricity price for the corporate players, not for the households, but the corporate players. And it's additional cost for the companies like MAC. So what kind of challenges MAC faced during this implementation of the solar power plant? First, because the government has kept the price of the electricity artificially at low level, the price advantage of the coal is very big. So therefore, government is not really interested in supporting the renewable energy projects, because they have to buy the electricity from the renewable energy power plants at higher level than the coal generated power electricity source. And also, there is no clear support policy from the local government level. So they're not getting, there were lack of the support from the local government in acquiring the land for the solar power plant and acquiring the necessary permissions. So they had to go through all the bureaucracy and long process to get it approved. And also there is a limit in Mongolia's energy system that renewable energy power plants larger than 5 megawatts have to get permission from the ministry. And this process of getting approval for the project is very lengthy. It can take at least like 1 to 3 years, so which is very difficult for companies like MAC, which is looking for a solution on a faster time period. And also there is no clear policy for such projects, because renewable energy, the system, the Mongolia's energy sector already reached its limits. The connecting additional renewable energy source to the grid is a bit kind of risky, because it will fluctuate the load of the grid, and there is no reserve capacity for the system to adjust the load. And from this case study, we have learned that there is a necessity to create a clear regulation from the government side for cases like MAC to develop in-house use of renewable energy sources, because it's a how to say it's not it's a very interesting case, because private company to be interested in investing in renewable energy source to ensure their electricity supply is it's a very good case because there is a cheaper electricity source also available from the coal, but it's limited. And also, government needs to support such industrial park, private industrial parks, with the same advantages which it provides for the government initiated industrial park project, which is a light industrial and technological park of the building materials. And there is a need for a better cooperation and support and understanding from the side of the local government to accelerate such private sector's initiatives. Yeah, this all for our case. Thank you very much for the attention.
Thank you very much. You can also stay on stage for our panel discussion. I would like to invite all of our speakers again quickly. We have a bit of overtime, but I think we will just shave off my 10 minutes of the break. I hope that's okay for everyone. Welcome, Dedi. Yes, they're all turned on already. Now we've listened to Mongolia, and what is special about your case is that you're coming from a company perspective. We've heard a lot from administrative colleagues here, but you're actually working as a company. And maybe you can go a bit more in depth how companies like yours are working on the energy transition all in Mongolia, because you focused on Nalaich. Maybe you can go a bit more in depth into the country.
Yeah, we think that the private sector's effort are very important in energy transition, because although our company is only 1.5 years old, but we are already involved in lobbying the transition, because for example, last year we initiated a program to popularize the on-grid system for the households, but we faced a barrier in the financing side, because we identified that the financing, green loan financing, is not appropriate in Mongolia. It's only for 30-month period, and so we decided to change that. We started to lobby through our associations, renewable energy associations, and etc. So shortly, it's very important for the private companies to make effort towards the energy transition.
Oh, cool, perfect. Thank you very much for sharing your experience. Dedi, you were nodding when you when he talked about involving the private sector. Do you have similar experiences in Indonesia?
I think, yeah, always when we conduct national development planning, we engage the association of private and also the community sector. Even the time maybe is not very enough, but we try to optimize to accommodate all of the input from the all stakeholder. I think that.
Okay, it's interesting to see that in Mongolia actually the push is coming from the private sector, and in other countries it's more that the government actually gives the push. It's probably quite unique actually if you look at the coal transition overall the globe. Yeah. Suparchoek, just a question for you. You showed us how long these protests have been going on, and they've persisted for a very long time and were successful in the end. How has the momentum that has been created in Krabi affected the overall transition towards renewables in Thailand?
Of course. Actually, as you can see that we had just resolved from the 2021 that they announced that they not have the proceed the Krabi power plant anymore. But I'm the one who already spoke for the past. But in the futures, I would like to introduce one of my colleague that she's really worked in the EGAT directly, that has the really big projects for those that they has the big responsibilities in order to try to co-fade out. So just let
welcome to the
answer.
stage. Yeah. maybe you can get a bit closer here, because then the digital participants can also see you. Now you're hiding behind the column. Yeah, you have to. No, here.
Yeah, it's okay?
Maybe here to
Okay.
the TV. Exactly.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Julalak from EGAT and Mammotsai Electricity Generating Authority of Thailand. And thank you for the opportunity that allow us to join the event. So Memo is quite different from Krabi case because people in local area, they mainly work in mining and power plant. So the income of the community relies on the operation of the electricity. And due to the energy transition, in the next few years, the capacity will be lower, like 50%, and in the end of 2050, it will be no generation from coal. So almost 9,000 people will lose their job. So it's it's very big challenge, and we as the main organization in the area, so we have to prepare for that impact. And we work closely with the community, so we listen to them first, what they have, what we have, and working together. I would like to mention a specific project that we are working on, like biomass coal-firing. In the area, local people, they grow corn. So of course, there are lots of waste that they usually burn out and make it pollution, air pollution, like PM 2.5. So we asked them if we could initiate the project that we will buy the waste, agricultural waste, and make it like a biomass pellet to mix with the coal. So we can, at the same time, we can reduce the coal and make it more like environmentally help to reduce the coal and put more value to the waste of the farmer in the area. So we work together. We just started 2 years from now, and we'll make it more percentage of the biomass in the next few years. So it's like one of the project that we are working for. And another project is like vertical farm. Vertical farming, as they are farmers, and with the resettlement area, they got a limit area for growing. So we try to work with the expertise that make it new career for them that sustainably in the future. So we create like a community that they can work together, like agricultural industrial community, that we find a market for them so they can have sustainably incomes in the future. These are the example of the project that we are working right now. Yeah. And this is my head project. Kun Kesarin is with us today, the head
Quick
project
applause.
that create everything for the future, for the transition energy right now. Thank you for the opportunities.
Yes, thank you very much for showing what you're doing, actually. It's interesting to see that you are using technological answers for the transition process. And if you have any questions, maybe later regarding all these projects, you can also talk to Suchart or directly to you too. Perfect, thank you very much. Looking at the time again, we are almost at the end of the panel. So, of course, I would like you all to give some lessons that you would also like to give to the audience. So maybe we can start here with you, Dedi. Is there anything from Indonesia, some lessons that you would like the audience to take home? For example, for economic development, or how to find new economic diversification if you're looking at the coal region that's heavily dependent?
Actually, it's not a specialty for coal region, yeah, but all mining area. Actually, we have to think about the transformation. As I mentioned before, that we try to engage the all stakeholders, particularly the local government. That is the most important and the most influential. and also the surrounding private company that maybe like, for example, in Sawalunto is a mining company that has been closed, and also a cement company. We try to make participation, and I think their response is very good. Yeah, it's very good, and we just support and formulate some little bit program, but that can be stimulate another aspect. For example, like development or establishment of the center of area. We have in terms of geopark area, other than Sawalunto, as I mentioned above, there are actually 2 or 3 related to mine area, and one area is in Belitung. Is tin mining actually, but they have success transform from the mining activity and to tourism with same approach actually. And with our support, we try to what we call make some event to just a stimulation for local government or local society, but the effect is very good. We have Belitung, Pongkor is gold mining, and I think we try to make some approach about that. I think the fund is not all, but I think our support, our government is the key for that.
Okay, interesting. Here again, it's the opposite to Tuvshintugs situation. Then, yeah. I like your idea that actually these lessons that you've learned in the coal transition can also be applied to other areas that are heavily dependent on mining. It's probably something that the things we learn here can also be applied to other challenges. Thank you very much. Suparchoek, what about you? What are lessons that you would like the audience to take home from Thailand, except to visit, of course, for tourism? Yeah.
Thank you for opportunity to introduce my country. Thank you so much. Besides that, because I come from the academic sections, right? So the thing that I have seen that for the climate change is just the big problems. We shouldn't talk about only long-term solutions. For example, not short-term solutions. For example, if in Thailand normally, if there are some small arguments for the government and peoples, they just reduce the electricity price and everything is silence. Just a little euro, but I want to see long terms, and with the help with maybe the IKI or the German side. So I would like to see more about how we put effort for the young generations. But right now, the problem that we face that because we have limited options about the renewable energies. So we have just solars, winds, and also biomass or other hydrogens, green hydrogens. But what I want to see that we are just try to cry out to put more effort, also the fund to the research for the young generations, and we expand the field of the renewable energies. For myself, actually, I used to study in Germany 20 years ago, and that time I didn't have to pay any money. So I think it could be nice that Germany that put more all the European peoples just try to make more fun about get the people, youngest from Indonesia, from Mongolia, to study here in the term of the renewable energies, so we can create the new ways to create energies. Maybe later in the future, so we just walk, you can create electricity. Why not, right? We don't have to, we have another way, another options, but other than coal, okay? So I want to see something like this to concentrate more about the young generations. By the way, danke Deutschland.
Yeah, vielen Dank. Yeah, it's a good point that education is one of the keys actually to drive also just transition, and taking, as you already said, Diana and Carolina also, that it's very important to engage young people. I think, Dudu, you also had processes with young people, right, that you engage. Yeah, it's a good point. Thank you very much. Tuvshintugs, from a company perspective, what would you recommend other people that are in the private sector, how to push more for renewable energies?
I think that from Mongolia's case, it's very clear that for energy transition, it's very important to take into consideration the economic or financial interests of the private sector, because as you could see, there are two parallel efforts to develop industrial park in Nalek region, but the private sector's effort is much more advanced than the state government's effort to develop industrial park. And the private sector already interested in transitioning into a greener, renewable source of the energy.
Yeah, I think that's very inspiring, and maybe also people get the chance to talk to you in the reception this evening if they need any information. I just wanted to quickly ask, are there any questions from the digital participants? Is there anything? No questions so far?
No, we don't have any questions so far.
No questions so far. Then I want to thank you all very much for lending us your time, presenting each of your case studies, which were all very different and all therefore very valuable and interesting. Big applause to all three of them. Thank you very much.